Every culture experiences death differently. Some dig up their dead and dance with them. Others burn themselves alive beside their deceased spouses. In this video, you'll see how humanity celebrates death. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because you're about to witness death's many faces. Buried in the sky. Tibet. In the silent mountains of Tibet, the dead are not buried in the ground. They're offered to the sky. In ceremonies called Sky Burials, monks bring the body to a high plateau. With the sharp edge of a knife, they open the flesh, and within minutes, the air fills with vultures. An hour later, only the bones remain. The bones are crushed, mixed with feed, and given to birds. To them, vultures are sacred messengers carrying the soul to God, because they believe the soul belongs not to the earth, but to the sky. Dancing funerals. China. In some regions of China, the number of people attending a funeral is a great sign of honor. The more crowded it is, the more respected the deceased is believed to be. So some families invite dancers, sometimes even strippers, to attract people. Music plays, people dance, and the ritual becomes a celebration. But this display is still a part of faith, because they believe the soul finds peace only when the living celebrate. Eating the dead. Australian Indigenous tribe. In some southeastern Australian tribes, death is not disappearance. It's union. When a family member dies, the relatives eat their flesh. Arms, legs, and belly fat. Every part is carefully shared. This terrifying ritual was born not from hunger, but from respect, because they believe that by consuming the body, they carry the person's soul with them forever. Coffins hanging on the cliffs. China. In the Bow regions, coffins are not buried underground. Small wooden caskets are tied with ropes and hung on steep cliffs. Some have been there for centuries, swaying in the wind, resting in silence carved into stone. No archaeologist has been able to fully explain why. But the locals still say, the earth pulls the dead down, but the mountains bring them closer to the heavens. Living with the dead. Indonesia, Toraja people. In the village of Toraja, death doesn't come right away. When someone dies, they are not buried. They are considered sick. The family speaks to them, feeds them, and lays them in bed. After months of preparation, a grand funeral is held. But the story doesn't end there. Years later, the dead are exhumed, cleaned, dressed, and paraded through the village. Because for them, death is not farewell, it's a long visit. Women burned with their husbands. India. In India's Sati tradition, a widow is burned along with her husband. Once seen as an honorable farewell among warrior families, it later turned into oppression and obligation. The woman is placed on the pyre, and the fire is lit. If she tries to escape, they say the sanctity is broken, because they believed true love should not end even in death. Graves in the sea. Vikings. Some Viking warriors were not buried in soil but given to the waves. Their bodies were placed on a ship, set ablaze with their armor, and as the flames consumed it, the vessel slowly sank into the sea. Because they believed the ocean was a gateway carrying the dead to Valhalla. Diamonds from the dead. Modern era. Today, in some countries, death no longer means burial. The carbon in a loved one's ashes is compressed in a laboratory and turned into a diamond. These diamonds can be worn as necklaces, rings, or earrings. In a way, our loved ones now live right above our hearts, inside a jewel. Because even though modern humans can't defy death, they try to turn it into a memory. Across continents and languages, people face death in countless ways, but they all share one thing in common. None of them see death as the end. Some send it to the sky, some to the fire, and some wear it as a stone. Maybe we're not afraid of dying. We're just afraid of being forgotten.